Okay, I got 7 minutes left. Sorry, I turned the screen off because I thought I heard whatever that was coming my way. And apparently if you turn the screen off, that ends the fucking recording. I hope it fucking... No, I had to save it because I only got 7 minutes left. So anyways, I guess I do have like, I guess I get an hour and 6 minutes and 22 seconds, and then I get like another 5 minutes after that, which is ridiculous because that should not take up 9 gigabytes of fucking space. But anyways, but yeah, so all these things though, it's like, because what I want to happen, what I wanted to happen then, what I know is going to happen at exactly the right time, because that had not happened yet, and because the thing I didn't want to happen kicked off this fucking chain reaction. That's what it was. And my gut, that's when I first realized that my gut had dictated everything. And that's when I started to realize, like, holy shit. I started looking back at all these situations in the past that fucking made absolutely no sense to me. And like dating and girls, like, that's the easiest examples for people to relate to. But like, there were several of them times where I just straight up walked away from a girl that I was very much attracted to, that was very much attracted to me. And I knew it, and I just walked away. And then the whole time my mind's like, what the fuck are you doing? Just fucking do it. Like, my gut's like, afraid not. Now, I started looking back at those situations and many other situations where I either did or didn't do something that made no fucking sense for years, ever since that happened. Whatever those things may be, at any times they may have been. And I started going, oh my God, that's why. That's why. Now, I knew it was God keeping me from fucking things up. I even at the time, I knew that somehow, even though there were some times I was like, fuck, man, I really wanted to fucking get to know whatever girl it might have been. But the thing is, like, I knew they weren't the fucking one. I knew they weren't the one anyway, so it really doesn't matter. It didn't matter anyway. I was just fucking, that was during them 6 years, though, and I was really fucking down and just miserable, so it sucked at the time. But it's like, I started looking at those moments and going, that's why the fuck, now it makes sense, because I'm visualizing myself in these different situations, and I'm like, holy shit, that makes perfect sense. I'm like, that's fucking exactly why. That feeling was there. And I mean, during that 6 years, that feeling of fate had been gone. Actually, it was like 6.5 to 7 years, because that's what caused me to leave that relationship. Like, that was my reason for leaving. And I'm running out of time here. I'm on the fucking spot now, so anyways, so that's what made me start looking back and thinking about, holy shit, all these different things. There's many other things, there's far more examples that don't include dating, but like, that's just the ones I always think of because it's very easily relatable to people, and I'm sure everybody's had that experience. And it's like I look back at all these moments, and I'm like, oh my God, that's that moment. Now, I had already gotten to the point why I knew why everything that ever happened in my life did so. And I already knew that all the way through that those things were happening to lead me to this point. And it's like, so I knew that, but it's like, hold on, I'm losing my train of thought. Yeah, so I already knew why everything had ever happened, and I've known the whole time where it was taking me that was going to be the case, but I just couldn't piece it all together. But it's like, I knew, I had gotten to a point already where I knew why everything had happened, but it was like, and I knew, I was like, I knew that God was what made sure I didn't fuck anything up, but I didn't know what means God had used in order to make sure that I never fucked anything up. And that's when I realized it was my gut. And because of that, man, that has opened a fucking floodgate of shit over the last year and a half. I mean, it was like the beginning of 2020 and all this started happening. That's why last year was the fucking best year of my life, and I have had some fucking fantastic fucking years, man. I mean, just years and years I just have been fucking amazing. Had some bad years too outside of them 6 years, but like overall, it's been a fucking wonderful life. And it's like, so realizing my gut, and it opened up all these realizations. And it's like, over the last year and a half, I've had all these realizations. And that one realization, it literally, like, it kicked off a chain, like the whole chain reaction of them. And at exactly the right times, God's like, all right, now I want you to realize this. And it just, like, I'm going on these thought trains, Like, it was what I always do. I've been talking like this to myself for fucking years, and for years I've wanted to record it and get it put down somewhere. And I just finally started doing it. But it's like these thought trains I'm going on, and all of a sudden, finally, like this just happened the other day. So like 2 weeks ago today, 2 weeks ago on Friday, the night before on Thursday, it was late at night. I asked God one last time, and I felt like a piece of shit even asking him, but I asked him for one more sign that what my gut's telling me is absolutely going to happen. And I asked him to make it so definitive that there's absolutely no way, if I spent my whole life trying, I could never talk myself out of knowing, not just believing, but knowing that's the sign I was looking for. And about 13 to 14 hours later, I was like, oh my God, he did it. He fucking did it. He did it. I'm like, yep. And it just made me change, because that week in my mind, I wish I had more space, because I really want to roll on this, but my mind, like, that feeling changed over that weekend. My mind only tried about 3 different times that weekend to go, yeah, but what about, and as soon as it started, my mind itself goes, oh, fuck that, that's stupid. Like, this sign, you can't deny it. And it's like, so I got a fucking minute left. So signs can't deny it. And then this Tuesday, which was like a week and a half later, I woke up that morning at like 2 a.m., the day after Memorial Day, and couldn't go back to sleep. And I felt fucking awesome. And it was that feeling of fate inside had changed a little bit. Like, it was still the same feeling. It just felt a little different, like it had like grown up and matured or something. I don't know if I talked about that already. But anyways, that happened again. Last night. Last night, as I'm mowing my grandma's yard, I'm on this long thought train. I started like having all these other realizations, and like that feeling changed again. In the same way, it changed again, even more so. And it's like, dude, all of this is because of something I know was going to happen and wanted to happen then didn't happen, and because the one thing I really fucking did not want to happen did. And that's what I mean. So you got to look at circumstances in your life and try to keep those in perspective, because it's like, you never know. You never know. You don't know enough to worry. And I'm going to get cut off. I'm going to make more space and go into this some more later, but I'll talk to you.